Hey everyone, I'm Rob and welcome to the test drive. Today, I'm driving the 2019 Chevy Colorado, and while I don't own a pickup truck and I don't specifically have plans to buy one, I always thought that if I did buy one, I would have to buy a full-size pickup. I always thought that a mid-size truck just wouldn't be powerful enough, wouldn't be big enough, but I have to say, after spending some time with the 2019 Colorado, I think I've changed my mind. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you everything that you need to know about the 2019 Chevy Colorado. Let's go. Now, I know I've been saying for a while that we're gonna be doing another giveaway on the channel, and I am excited to announce that that giveaway is finally here. So for those of you who don't know, I actually have another YouTube channel, and my wife has been primarily making the videos on that channel. It's the featured channel on my homepage of my YouTube channel. It's called A Wander Affair. I'm gonna be involved in a lot of the videos from here on out, so it's a channel that she and I are basically doing together, and it's a like travel, lifestyle, food, so there's gonna be some content that kind of intermingles between the two, but we have a bunch of awesome trips planned, and I wanted to be able to share those, and obviously the car content from those will be on this channel, and then the other content is gonna be on that channel. So in order to be a part of this giveaway, there's actually a New Year's giveaway video on that channel with all the information. I'll link it up here and in the description below, so check that out. You have to be subscribed to that other channel, and then you have to actually comment on that video to be entered, and the goal is for that channel to hit 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So I'm very excited for that. You guys have been tremendously supportive with this channel, and if you're interested in that, or if you want to be part of the giveaway, or obviously preferably both, check that out. Again, I'm going to link it all over the place here. It is also the featured channel on my channel. Now, there are several different trim levels for the 2019 Colorado. There's actually a trim level called the Base, which is only a 2-wheel drive, 6-speed manual truck, and you probably will not find very many of those. You cannot get that in 4-wheel drive, but I feel like that would be a ton of fun to potentially drive because of the 6-speed manual and everything, and I'm sure it's very, very basic. I would love to drive one if I ever find one, but you probably will not see very many of those on dealer lots. So the essential base level is called the WT trim, which is essentially a work truck. I'm pretty sure that's what WT actually stands for. After that, you have the LT that I'm driving today, which is the mid-level trim. You then have the Z71, which is essentially the highest level non-off-road truck trim. And then the highest and most expensive Colorado is the ZR2, which is essentially an off-road truck. A lot of people have called it the Baby Raptor. So like in every other review, we're gonna start with the exterior of this truck. Now, the Colorado is basically unchanged since the 2015 model year, and I think it really has kept up with the times. It certainly doesn't look outdated, and I think this is a pretty attractive mid-size truck. It looks pretty aggressive from the front. Now, personally, I like the look of the GMC Canyon, which is this truck's sibling, a little bit better. I think the front looks a little more aggressive. It looks a little more elegant, but still, the Colorado does look good from the front. You can also get some fog lights in some of the higher end packages that this Colorado that I'm driving doesn't have. From the side, it has a pretty aggressive stance. It looks pretty beefy for being a mid-size pickup truck. And then from the rear, I think it looks fine. I think the tail lights look good, and overall, this really is an attractive truck. I'm happy to see that just like in the Silverado I tested not that long ago, this also has the steps inside of the bumper, which is really nice for climbing into the bed. Now, in terms of the interior, I feel like the Colorado was designed very nicely. There are essentially two body styles. You have the extended cab, which gives you a smaller back seat, but gives you the potential for a larger bed. And then you have the crew cab, which is what I'm driving today. And the crew cab is very spacious. The driver and front passenger have plenty of room. There's plenty of room in between the two. Obviously, it's not as wide as a full-size pickup truck, but it still does have a lot of room up front. And then in the rear, it's the same thing. With the crew cab, you can sit back there very comfortably. I'm 6 feet tall, and I had zero problem sitting behind myself. The rear seats also fold in two different ways, so you can fold the seat up or you can fold the backrest down. Either way gives you some versatility with the back seat if you want to put stuff back there instead of people. The Colorado that I'm driving has cloth seats, and they're pretty comfortable. They're not the softest cloth seats I've ever experienced, but I think especially for a truck, they're fine. They feel very durable. Now, you can also get leather in the LT model and up. So leather is an option in this truck, which is really nice. You can also get heated seats with the cloth as well. The truck that I'm driving just doesn't have it. In terms of the cabin materials, it is mostly hard plastic, but it looks pretty good, and being a truck, I feel like if you had soft touch surfaces everywhere, it wouldn't necessarily work out as well, so I'm fine with the hard plastic in this vehicle. Now, getting to the performance in the 2019 Colorado, there are 3 different engine options for this truck. The base level engine is a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, putting out 200 horsepower, 191 pound-feet of torque. I feel like that's maybe not powerful enough for this truck, but it is a basic option, and for a lot of people that probably is sufficient. Probably the most common engine in most 2019 Colorados is the 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6 that puts out 308 horsepower, 275 pound-feet of torque, and this engine is plenty powerful for this truck. It gets up very quickly, plenty of power all across the range really, and the fuel economy isn't that bad. I definitely have a lead foot. I was driving this thing pretty quickly even on the highway, and I was averaging somewhere between 18 and 19 miles per gallon highway, but I think it can do significantly better if you drive like a normal person. And then the last engine option is certainly the most interesting, and that is a 2.8 liter baby Duramax turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine. I have not driven that yet, but I am very excited if I get the opportunity to do that. I think that's a great engine. 181 horsepower, which is not a lot, but 369 pound-feet of torque. And the amazing thing with that engine, it's not as quick 0 to 60 as the truck that I'm driving, the 3.6 liter V6, but you get a 7,700 pound maximum towing capacity and up to 30 miles per gallon highway. So it is highly efficient, highly capable. I think that is a phenomenal engine for the mid-size truck segment. The Colorado also has a pretty nice ride for being a pickup truck. I like that this drives like a truck and not like a crossover. You cannot take turns too quickly in this truck. You do get a significant amount of body roll, which is typical of a truck. But again, the ride quality is pretty good. It feels like this is built to be very solid. I've driven pickup trucks where if you hit a bump, the bed rattles. I mean, this is not the case in the Colorado at all. It does have a very nice ride. I drove this truck on a 7-hour road trip, and it was great. I mean, this was a really nice truck to drive on a long trip like that. It was significantly better than what I expected. Now, getting to the technology in the 2019 Colorado, the LT trim that I'm driving comes standard with this 8-inch touchscreen, which is a very nice screen, and it also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto built in. So you can get navigation for only $495 built into this touchscreen, but with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you're pretty much set. This is the latest version of Chevy's infotainment system. I think it is so much better than the previous MyLink system, and I really like it a lot. I also had this in the 2019 Camaro SS that I recently drove on this channel. You also have a backup camera standard in this screen, and it is angled a little bit downward where it is right under the handle for the tailgate, but I think that it's just fine. Graphics are pretty good. I'm not as big of a fan of this gear lever. I would love it if there was a column shifter in this truck. I guess maybe because I'm used to the Silverado, I've driven it quite a few times. Every time I get in, I want to put my hand right here because the steering wheel is the same. The feel is very similar to the Silverado, so I feel like I find myself wanting to do that, and then I got to look down here and move this thing, but it's fine. Most trucks in this segment do have gear levers like this. I actually don't know if any of them have column shifters now that I think about it. There's also a very inexpensive safety package that you can get in this truck. It gives you frontal collision warning. It also gives you rear park assist. And then there are a couple other packages that you can get that are also very inexpensive to add some additional features to this truck. And I love how inexpensive the packages are. I mean, a lot of them are in the $500, $600 range, whereas in a lot of other vehicles, if you want to add some type of equipment package, it could be several $1,000s easily. This Colorado is also very well equipped in terms of USB ports. You have 2 in the front and 2 in the rear, and you have a power outlet in the front and a power outlet in the rear. You don't have any full-size power outlets in this truck, but again, I still think it's well equipped in terms of power. You also have a nice screen in between the tachometer and the speedometer. It gives you a bunch of vehicle information. So overall, I have to say I've been very impressed with the 2019 Colorado. I think this is a very good truck, very competitive in this segment that seems to be coming back in the United States, so I'm very happy to see that. So once again, I'm Rob. This is the test drive. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please hit that subscribe button to support the channel, and also so you don't miss out on any upcoming automotive content. I have so much more content coming, so many more reviews, more videos of my own vehicles as well. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of it. Thanks again for taking this test drive with me, and I'll talk to you soon.